Well, Scott, thank you for that very warm and very generous welcome. It is truly a great privilege to be here with you all this morning. Mr. Ken Marslew, who's the Chief Executive Officer and founder of Enough is Enough, our Premier, the Honourable Christina Keneally, and our Attorney General of New South Wales, Mr. John Hatzis. Scott, incorrigible master of ceremonies, and we have an award recipient who will be announced later, but it's wonderful, Jed, to have had your most beautiful welcome to country. I shall never forget that, and I'm sure no more will anyone else in this gathering. So the team of Enough is Enough, and so many distinguished guests, and especially our young people. Well, it is a joyful occasion that we all gather here today in these exceptional surroundings of the National Indigenous Centre for Excellence to launch the Michael Marslew Peace Foundation, of which, as you heard, I have the honour to be patron. Thank you, Jed, again, and may I also record my deep respect for the traditional owners of this land upon which we gather, the Eora people, the Gadigal Nation, and indeed for all Australia's Indigenous people who've nurtured our great continent for tens of thousands of years. Well, certainly I shall never ever forget the dismay, the shock, the pain, the profound sense of loss that was felt across the community when the news of Michael's death, tragic death, that fine young Australian, was received. That such a mindless atrocity should occur, a young man working in a pizza centre, in a peaceful suburb of one of our greatest cities. It was difficult to internalise what was happening, and that violence walked the street. So not long after that overwhelming event in 1994, I met Michael's father, Mr. Ken Marslew. For then I was working in the very special and indeed very privileged area of adolescent and family medicine. And it was his determination, his brave courage, which I shall always remember, that something must be done. Enough was enough. Something must be done to initiate prevention where possible for those young people especially who are at risk of going into perpetrating acts of violence, and certainly even dangerous driving, which so often caused the death of innocent lives. So it was a movement which took up a diversity in promoting, educating, things such as anger management, how to understand those feelings within ourselves that sometimes are in danger of becoming uncontrollable. And I'm particularly glad and grateful too that the needs of one special group, who you may be surprised are dear to my heart, and that's the young people in juvenile justice detention centres, who get there very often because of traumatic lives themselves, or having learning disabilities, or being introduced to drugs to lift their spirits, which of course is so dangerous. And what they need is assistance so that they can become resilient and take their place in the wider community, as all of you young people will, because what is the richest resource of our nation? The minerals are very special, but there is nothing more special, nor more rich, nor more irreplaceable than our young people. Not one of you can be spared. So I'm certainly grateful for what Ken has done, has initiated so much to assist young people who may be in difficulty return to the fold with confidence and resilience. And of course today we're seeing the launch of the Michael Marslew Peace Foundation, which will certainly provide a vehicle for inspiring peaceful studies, peaceful behaviour amongst our young people. It will bring so many skills and a quiet inner confidence to you, our young Australians. This is a wonderful Australian initiative where people will work together across the community to give you those strengths, that confidence, so that all around the world people will continue to say there are no finer people than Australians. So let me congratulate you, Ken, for all you've done. I know you've been a source of inspiration. You've moved beyond that pain and have been determined to have something that would not make Michael's life be one that was lost in vain. Congratulations. And again, it's an honour to serve as patron. Thank you.